Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another one of my videos here. Today I have a Nilfgaard deck for you. The leader ability that we'll be using is Imprisonment. So this allows us to lock an enemy unit, damage it by 3. We do have 2 charges of this. So this will allow us to control our opponent's units a bit more than usual and shut down the board as we need. The stratagem that we have in this deck is Curse Scroll. The importance for this is that we like to open up this deck in a particular way that really helps us to get far up and away from our opponents, which is we're playing the defender down as the first play, and then after we play the defender, we go ahead and we play Ciri Dash behind the defender. So I'm sure you guys have seen this play. It's usually in a Kill Talus deck that you see this. In monsters, they play Cave Troll, play Ciri Dash behind, and after 4 allied turns, on turn end, we get to draw a card. So then that obviously puts you in a card advantage situation against your opponent. So optimally, the way we want to open up is if we don't have defender, we can use Curse Scroll to get defender, or we can use Curse Scroll to get a Neuromancy or Ciri, one of those 3 cards to begin with. All right, so Curse Scroll is going to be a Nero, Ciri, defender. That's what we're looking for Curse Scroll. If you have those cards already, awesome. Good luck. You don't need anything in particular with this. Still go for something else of importance, such as Braithens or Yennefer. Why not? Okay, so that's how we're opening up. It's going to be Defender. It's going to be Ciri. After that, you can go ahead and you can play your Blightmaker's Oust. This makes sense because you want to thin the deck as early as possible, increasing the chances of drawing better cards as you go on. So feel free to go ahead and play both Blightmakers. Outside of that, you can experiment around and do a bit of deck manipulation. Playing the Courier on the melee row, this will allow you to look at your opponent's deck, the top 3 cards that they have at the time, and you can place one of those cards on top. With the cards that you place on top, you can go ahead, you can play Canterella, you can play Alchemist, you can even play Location, although try to save Location for the final round with this deck. The reason you play Location is, once again, gives you access to the Alchemist. When you play this, you can spawn the Alchemist, and you can get your opponent's card that's on top of their deck and just choose something crap to give back to them, right? I would try to recommend using Location for the end, as I said, because we are playing Mentors in this deck, and with the Mentors, it's very important that we have a high provision cost unit in our opponent's deck when we're playing them on Adrenaline 2, because when you play the Mentor, he'll be boosting by the provision cost of that unit. So you have a 12 provision cost unit laying in your opponent's deck, you play a Mentor on Adrenaline 2, he's going to boost to be a 12 powered unit, right? Set the power of this card to match the provision cost of the top card in your opponent's deck, otherwise provision cost of the highest cost card in your opponent's deck. All right, so there's a difference there. Top card or the highest provision cost, or the provision cost of the highest cost card in your opponent's deck. Okay, so you want to play on Adrenaline 2. So in the base case scenario that we end up finding ourselves is, you know, you play Defender, you play Ciri in the first with the Blights. That gives us a fair amount of points. Blightmakers can generate a lot of points. Just remember, with the Blightmakers, the card that we're moving to the top, the Mage Assassins for each one. These get thinned out and do damage by 2. Best case scenario is that we win on even, right? Or even win with a card up. In that case, when you go into the second round, you want to go ahead and play Warritt first. So by playing Warritt first on the melee row, we put the highest cost card in your opponent's deck on top of it, okay? So by doing this so early in the match, this will give us access into our opponent's deck to get something of high importance of theirs. Obviously, as the match goes on, there's more likelihood that the cards they draw, that they'd like to draw, will be in their hand, or that they get to use them already. So it puts us in an advantageous position in that sense. And you know, keep the same mindset with Warritt as I explained for Courier. You know, you go ahead, you play Warritt down, see what card gets revealed to you. You can go ahead, play Canterella and use it. After Warritt, if you haven't used Courier in the first round for that same play, after playing Warritt, you can play Courier, see what next is in your opponent's deck, put it on top, and then you can hit Coup onto Canterella, playing that next card too. Or you can play Location and so on. And basically with this deck, sometimes you can 2-0 because of the pressure Ciri puts on our opponent. But if not, it puts us in a good position to bleed. And as I said, basically you want to finish up this deck with the mentors, with the boosting they're going to get from whatever's left in your opponent's deck. But you do want to use the order ability to put a very important card back on top of your opponent's deck from their graveyard. But when you do this, make sure your opponent can't access their deck again, or time it wisely, because if they've got a Neuromancy in their hand and say you put something good back in their deck, they could draw it back out, right? And that could work against you. So this is pretty much the deck, guys. You know, with Vilgefortz, he's nice. We've got him for some removal in here. We've got Yennefer 2 for some control. With Vilgefortz, guys, sometimes with the Alchemist, I mean, you know, when we're swapping a card, putting it back on our opponent's, one of our cards on our opponent's deck, you could put something low powered like an Emissary, for example, or even an Informant. And then that could give you the means to play Vilgefortz next to take out one of your opponent's units. Because the way Vilgefortz is, you get to destroy an enemy unit, then your opponent summons the top unit from the deck to random enemy row. So in this way, we're ensuring what unit gets summoned to the top of our opponent's deck, or move there, sorry. And then we choose what card gets drawn out. So if I go ahead and swap Informant on top of my opponent's deck, and they go ahead and play Vilgefortz, kill something, Informant comes out. So basically it's only going to cost us 1 point that way, as opposed to we don't know what we might draw otherwise out. Braithens is a card you want to save for the final round. Save him with the Spies, guys. It's going to give us some points. It's going to give us some synergies there. You can create and copy your opponent's cards using Braithens, selecting the Duchess Informants. So optimally, really, you want double Informant with Braithens for the end. And you got location and you got your mentors, and hopefully at that time that's enough to win you the match. So when you're dropping the location at that stage, if it's in the final round that you're using this, you can use it for the Viper Witcher mentor. But yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get at that time if it's outside Adrenaline. So you could go ahead and even spawn the Viper Witcher Adept if we got less cards than our opponent at that time. Because boosts off by 1 if your opponent has more cards in the deck than you. So it is a good idea to play this, let it boost up if you're not really sure what you're going to hit outside of Adrenaline with the Viper Witcher mentor. Okay. So we do also have one Purify in this deck. Double lock. Just an Emissary down here, just for a bit of boosting. I did keep the Emissary in here more or less as a means to protect Ciri when we're playing Defender, because some decks that are Devotion, they'll try to damage the Defender down to get through to Ciri on time. So keep in mind playing an Emissary in the first round to boost up Defender or boost up Ciri, just to keep Ciri alive and protected, yeah? Because we really want her to get that card advantage for us. All in all, that's pretty much it though, guys. I have titled the deck Warritt's Dash. Hope you're going to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to play. We can really mess up our opponent's decks a lot with this form of deck manipulation. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Thank you. So we don't have Canterella. But we do have access to Alchemist if we want. Probably lock this first. Why not? Why not, guys? Let's just play conservative. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Oh, it kills it off with that. Trying to set up his Mamuna. Should get that here. I mean, that's probably better with Canterella, isn't it? I could just peep what he's got on top. Ooh, yes. I think that will do nicely for us. Little do they know what's about to happen. Nobody tell them what's about to go down. We can take that with location, you know, spawn one of the Alchemist, Spyro's favorite card here. Spyro's card, that's what I'm gonna call it from now on. We'll spawn Spyro's card. And we'll take it.
They'll scurry along the floor.
Yeah, it's a pretty good steal, isn't it? Oh, we got some good cards coming up too. Yeah, it's a nice steal. Don't know what benefit we're getting from that. Man, it's probably still a decent play, isn't it? Boosts off by the sun power. And then draw the other one out. Depends if we want to use the other one though. Wow, already? It's quite a strong commitment. Very strong commitment. Sabbath. Interesting. So I've got Mamuna and Bloody Mistress. Maybe we're going to use them. A Nero. Man, if I only had Canterella here, we could put it back on top of the deck and use it for ourselves. That's alright. So Bloody Mistress and Mamuna we have early access to. So we're gonna try to search for Sabbath then. Maybe over a longer round it's more practical. Yeah. I mean, it is points, isn't it? Yeah, nice, nice. So harder for them to bleed because we got Mamuna. I wonder how they want to play here. A Nero. I say, we'll just go Blight Makers.
A fine vintage made.
Ciri, what's up? How are you, my friend? Welcome to another stream. Always good to see you here. We are testing out a Warritt deck today, changing it up. Warritt's a favorite of mine. Do like to experiment around with Warritt. What's he got there? Okay. Sabbath. How are we gonna trigger this? Just trying to think. So what are we using Mamuna on this, yeah? I mean, it's still points. That's not bad, hey. I love it, these plays, you know, it's very funny and interesting to me, the stuff we come up with Warritt. Should I lock that? What's he gonna use that for? I don't know. Yeah, doing pretty good, thanks. How about yourself? The man, the myth, the legend. You're talking about yourself again. Wow, we get the card advantage, guys. Yo, I really enjoy this kind of deck, I'm serious. That's boss. But we lose the location order. I mean, I was kind of waiting on that. But anyway, card advantage is pretty nice. Wow. Oh man, I couldn't have asked for a better first match for the stream, seriously. Okay, so we managed to get the Ciri Dash to work then, but you know, that's mill, man.
Showers with imperial gold. Victory is on the wind.
Yeah, so for mill, you really have to 2-0 them, eh? Most of the time.
Spally!
So one could be Serpent Trap, isn't it?
Yes?
It's 3k points now. Yeah, the demand's growing.
Glad in fort, Duan. You stand no chance.
Okay, I'll play Ciri now.
Yield and save me some time.
Everyone wants some action, Kasari.
Let us sing the song of steel.
So putting a spy there is good because it's gonna shut down the engine. It's probably smart, and yeah, I guess we want to take Shaping Nature.
No one can hide from me.
Should it be? Fail. I think that's nice. Vitality. So they're passing. Right. So we do have to play one card. Maybe, should it be Purify here? We could go Coop as well, hey.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
A sword to
Just puts us ahead.
all others.
Okay. Nice. Pretty good for us. You've got big fingers. Thanks for the information. Very helpful. So one on even, yeah. Shaping Nature. Yeah, we could push in here. So won the first round on even, guys. See if we can make him go card down or what comes up.
May your sword and arm be one.
I never miss.
Commando.
Bloody ass! Don't dare think you can escape.
I bring death, quite literally.
Okay. So we know they've got traps in their deck. So they're playing Aldane, is it?
Live have all day.
Is that his name? Might as well get rid of it, because they're going to go unitless after this anyway. So whatever removals we can get out, probably do it now. Yeah. Boost an allied unit by 2. Maybe we do that. Okay, nice. Pretty good first round for us. Put us in a nice position here. Oh, it's gone for the bonded ability, yep. So Mentor is Adrenaline 2. We can go bonded with that. That gives us a fair bit of points.
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face depicted.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Nice. Just playing a trap. We'd go Mentor now. It would be Adrenaline 2. Could be, what could it be, Pitfall? Could be Pitfall, it could be Serpent Trap. This is an artifact though.
Monsters! No, a goat will suffice for now.
Nice. Sounds like a GG. Yes, ma'am.
Piece of lembers.
Let's move Canterella to the top and just get the most value we can out of this.
An interesting choice.
Yeah, sweet guys. Nice, nice. This was a great match. Yep.
What are you doing? For the daisy of the valley!
Alright. Beautiful. Lovely. Cave troll. Okay.
Let their blood break their bones and spirits!
Who's got the better defender?
Don't make me laugh.
What's up, Charles? His deck looks familiar. Yeah. She Who Knows, right? But with Blood Scent. With Blood Scent? He gave Veil to She Who Knows. But if She Who Knows is the highest unit, it won't give it the status because it's got Veil. Yeah. Wait, what? I thought it's vampires. Nah, it's not. So how do we want to deal with this then? Nothing wrong with having a cave troll. So yeah, because it's got Veil, it's not going to get resilience because he's given it the stratagem.
I bring death, quite literally.
We'll get the relic, yeah, pretty easily. We're getting an extra card though, now anyway. It's probably fair to do that now, yep.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
Okay. Nice. So now we're cut up. So we just want to keep the pressure on now. Okay, yeah.
No good wine will come from here, not even compost.
Okay. So we could go lock now, lock, possibly lock that. Oh, Oriana already, wow. Okay. Go to Sleepy Land, have a good one. Thanks, ADOC, appreciate it, man. Always nice chatting with you, buddy. Talk to you soon. Passes. So we're gonna play here then. 3.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
Okay. All right, let's have a look then. So one done on even. So we're gonna have left after this. Let's have a look.
Falling is a necessary step toward picking.
Unseen Elder, very nice. Just try to Canterella right into that. Okay.
Let us see.
That's Thai cellmate tower.
All bleeding.
The gate must be secure. Yes?
Okay, it's got Proto Letter. Looks like his hand's a bit weak, isn't it?
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face depicted in it.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Nice. Maybe 2-0. bleeding for 3 turns. Yeah, his leader is kind of weak here. Unseen Elder really pulled it through for us though. That's some mad value, guys. Very nice. So see, when Ciri Dash, you know, pulls off for us, man, it puts us in a very strong spot. Late leader. Yeah. I agree with you on that. So we're gonna go mentor. At this stage, it's pretty good likelihood it's gonna score something big.
Monsters.
Yeah, that's great.
A goat will suffice for now.
Fantastic, guys. I think it's another 2-0. Looks like it. So we got boosting here, got bleeding damage. Big play there. Who knows? Oh, that's pretty big. So yeah, they're using leader. Okay, yeah. So go on. Oh, it's an interesting decision. So go down by 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down by 3. Still has Osril. You know what, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do this.
Focus on its movements.
I'm just gonna go all out.
In your head.
Yes. Nice. Man, you gotta play a bit risky.